If you have an old PC laying about, 5 or 6 spare random hard drives, a USB key, and you want to get into homelabbing, then Unraid is absolutely fantastic. Unraid is an operating system, a bare metal operating system, similar to TrueNAS and Proxmox. I like Unraid because it's very simple to use, it's well supported, and it just makes getting started really straightforward. Two things that people will complain about, however. First, the operating lives on a USB key not installed on your system, and two, you have to pay for it. Now, if you only have 5 hard drives, $50 gives you a lifetime license. It gives you 1 year of updates, but a lifetime license. I personally have 2 systems with Unraid and I've got Unleashed because my hard drive requirements will grow over time. And yes, you can buy $250 lifetime. It did just go up. Yes, I know in the comments people are going to complain. But it was really great. And then they put their prices up. You know what? Sometimes you should pay for some things when it supports so much stuff that you don't have to pay for. That's my fault. So let me take you through one of my Unraid servers just to give you a taste of what it can do. You'll download and then flash onto a drive the Unraid operating system. Your Unraid has a key and it's linked to the GUID, the ID of the actual device. So if it fails, you have to go through a bit of process to get a new one. I have found Kingston Data Traveler 2.0 to be incredibly reliable. So if your question is what USB key to use, that's the one I recommend. So computer, put your hard drives in, plug it in, turn it on, get it up. On your dashboard, gives you some widgets on what's going on. Then in the main, it shows you your array devices. These are all of the hard drives that get connected to a single array and it creates a pool. So I've got 5 drives that are being used and one that's a parity. Parity means if one of those drives dies, I can replace it and it will rebuild the data on that one drive. I think one of the best things about Unraid is you can shove in completely different size drives and it will just work. So it manages the RAID, the array, the storage pooling, all of that for you. It just works. And then the parity will be one of the largest drives. So if you've got 2 12 terabyte drives, one of them has to be a parity. If you get the $50 license, if you have the boot device is also treated as a drive. Cheeky, I know, but it's what it is. So you can create all of your full shared folder systems. You can share them. You can keep them on the local network. And what you can assign, I want this to be on one drive specific, or I want it to just be pooled and just fill up the drive bays. So 2 things that make this, there's lots of things that make Unraid great, but for getting started, the App Store is one of the best, biggest, most complete app store for Docker apps I've found so far. So if you want to run Plex and Sonarr and Radarr and all of that sort of thing, click, done. If you want to run a local AI model, done. If you want to run N8N locally, done. If you want to host database, everything. It can do everything. One click, couple of configurations, job is done. And then when you install these containers, they acting as apps, you can connect to them from your local network. In a day, you can replace 80% of the things that you're paying subscriptions for. You can use this as a NAS. You can use it as a media center. There's so many things you can do. And Unraid helps manage updates and security updates and plugins. So if you have just been sort of tinkering a little bit and taking that, like you want something a little bit more serious, Unraid for me was eye-opening and groundbreaking. You can run multiple VMs in the system as well. So I've got a Windows VM that I've been doing videos on. I've got Ubuntu. How much stuff you run, how much storage you have, all depends on, the hardware you've got. But for me, Unraid is just fantastic. And yes, Proxmox and TrueNAS are also there. They are free. So yeah, have a look at Unraid, especially if you're taking that next step up. I'm really happy with it, and I think you would be too.